Hello everyone, and welcome to Ethan's coding course. Today we'll be learning CSS shadow effects and different kinds of shadow effects. There are two kinds of commands for a shadow. There is shadow box and text shadow. So first we'll do text shadow. So say I want to make this text right here have a shadow. So this text is the unordered list. So that will be the UL. Then I will do what I always do, and then I will do text, and then shadow, and then that. So then we have to do the how much shadow it is, or how thick the shadow will be. And so say let's just make this 2 pixels and 2 pixels to be simple. Next we need to make what the shadow is going to be colored. So you can make it black, you can make it white. In this example, I'll just make it blue. And right now, when we're doing this, we're basically saying just make another word that's blue that's under this one. But we don't want that. We want it to look like fuzzy, so it looks like an actual shadow. And the way we do that is we go back here and we add the blur effect, which is going to be 5 pixels, but you can do any. And then we end it with a comma. So when you run it, you'll see it's very cool and there's a perfect blur. But let's say I just want 2 words to make it look cool. Let's try doing that. So when I run this, it will show a blue text under this blue text. Let's try running it. And it looks like it's really hard to read. But when you highlight it, it looks like they're actually just shadowed there. But we're going to blur it with the 5 pixels that we made before. So now it's back to being a blur. Our next shadow will be for the picture. So the picture is a image. So this is an image. And then you would do the enter again. And the way we do a shadow for an image would be box shadow. Which is going to be, again, the size, which is going to be 10 pixels by 10 pixels. And then we identify what color we want it to be, which in this case, let's just make it gray. Next, again, we need to blur it, because in this case, it's just going to make another box behind it, which we definitely do not want. Because, I mean, you could do this, but it's not the kind of thing we're looking for. We're looking for an actual pretty good blur in the background, so it looks like a shadow. The way you do that is adding a 5 pixels again from before. So if you look here, you can notice that there is a pattern to it. So the first 2 is always going to be size, or how far it's coming out of the picture. So say I want this to be 100 by 100. It will be coming out very far, as you see here, which is definitely not what we're looking for. So we're going to change it back to 10 by 10. So it looks pretty like an actual shadow. And this is going to be how much it is blurred. So let's try it being 2 times as much. And that actually looks pretty cool, but it doesn't look like an actual shadow. So we're going to keep it 5 for now. And then gray is the picture, the color of the shadow. There are also other ways to create shadows or to create outlines. One way you could do this, you could create, you can make like a neon for a word. So say I want to make the ordered list be neon. So that would be pretty cool. So I would do text shadow like before because it is a text, not an image. And then it's going to be 0 since we want all the letters to be surrounded by it and not to be like an actual shadow. And then we'll do another 0 because it's not coming out. And then how much blur it would be. So let's do 2 pixels for this case. And then we would say what color it is. So let's just say for this time it would be white because it looks good in the purple background. Let's try running this. As you see here, it looks pretty blurred, but I can't really see the difference. So let's make this maybe 4. And now that looks more like it. The more you make the blur, the more blurred it would be. Yeah, so another one final way you could use shadows on is the border around text. So say I want to, instead of using a text shadow, I want to make the shadow. Instead of doing that, I would instead do this. This is outlining each of the letters in black. So one piece would be out on the left side. One part would be in the middle, and there's 2 in the middle, and then there'd be 1 on the right. So let's check it out. And you see, it's really good because it is outlined as the others are not. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys. And see you guys in the next video.